But first, I want to talk about this bill that you're proposing. And you've got some co-authors, including John McCain, a Republican. Tell us what you're trying to accomplish with this legislation.
Well, over the last 10 months, as one of the co-leaders of the investigation into Russian meddling, what we found is Russia interfered in our elections. We found they tried to test the security of 21 states' electoral systems. We also found that they very sophisticatedly used social media to promote division, to sow chaos. And what we're saying is digital advertising rules have not kept up with the rules that already govern, for example, TV and radio. So we want to simply make sure there's the same kind of disclosure rules. Somebody goes out there and runs a campaign ad for or against me, I ought to be able to go look at that ad at some point. There ought to be some kind of tagline. And we're asking the companies to try to use at least reasonable efforts to make sure that foreign-based advertising, which is already illegal, does not appear and does not unduly influence our campaigns. I think, as a former business guy, as a former tech guy, I don't want to slow down innovation. I think these are great American iconic companies, but we do need to make sure that we restore some trust, and I believe this is about the lightest touch possible. My hope is we'll see these companies support this type of legislation.
So Senator, Bloomberg reports today that the Trade Association for Interactive Advertising is going to be on the Hill today on the House side, saying it should be self-regulation. Is that good enough?
I just don't think that cuts the mustard. I mean, we saw, let's just take Facebook, for example. They, came forward, told me about the fact they took down 50,000 accounts in France because of Russian interference during the French presidential elections. They discovered 450 odd in the United States. I know that the Russians interfered at least as much, if not more, in our elections and the French elections. This is an area, again, with the lightest touch possible, that I think we need to at least equalize the disclosure requirements between TV and radio and digital advertising. This is where all the growth is coming in political advertising. We've seen it go up to about $1.4 billion worth of spend in 2016. In future campaigns, that's going to be even more because you can target down so specifically. And some of these ads are made to appear and then disappear. And I frankly think no matter whether you're pro or con on an issue, these platform companies ought to retain that content so people can go get a look at it.